Okay, the topic for today is going to be on fluency. Fluency is made up of three key elements. We want accuracy when we hear a student read to us. We want prosody or expression when we have kids reading to us, and we want their rate to be that of a general conversation. As students read out loud, all three of these count equally towards good, accurate, great comprehension reading that we want to see in their reading style. It allows them the ability to have that higher level of comprehension if we know that they're not struggling to read at a certain rate because they're not recognizing words, or that they're not struggling to pronounce words, or that they're not struggling even with the sentence structure of commas and periods or hyphens where they need pauses. Those are important as far as our understanding of languages. My activity for fluency is going to be recording students reading. I have a reading section here. It is called The Alaskan Adventure. It is just a one-page story written at, I believe, a 3rd to 4th grade level. I have a phone that has a recording device on it that I can press and read my story. So I'm going to press record. I'm going to say the title of the story, and then I'm going to start reading. So we have Alaska Adventure. Jake Mays and his dad spent 2 weeks visiting Alaska. They flew to Anchorage and then took a train south to a lodge in Seward, a small harbor town surrounded by the Kenai Mountain Range. From there, they took day trips around the area to see the experience, the sights. Jake found it all so enticing that he never wanted to leave. I actually made a couple purposeful mistakes in that, mostly so that I could go back and read how it sounds.
The title of the story, and then I'm going to start reading. So we have Alaska Adventure. Jake Mays and his dad spent 2 weeks visiting Alaska. They flew to Anchorage and then took a train south to a lodge in Seward, a small...
I'm going to stop that now because the whole point of that is that students quite often when they're reading out loud, they're so anxious to get done reading. They don't enjoy the process. They don't enjoy the idea of reading out loud. That they're just trying to crank it out and get through the reading. Fluency has a lot to do with slowing down, making that story sound out loud, like it sounds in our head, or how it would sound if somebody was acting it out for us. So by allowing them to record themselves and play it back and listen to how they sound, just in the privacy of their own time, this is an individual activity, not a group activity, would maybe be a good precursor to having them do some choral reading or some readers theater where they can start reading with a class. And if we pair those activities and allow them some time to read with the class and see where natural breaks are, and that we need to pause and even take a breath at a period, and then they can go back and re-record themselves and listen to themselves to find out if they are having good accuracy, which is letter pronunciation, recognition, good rate, which is a good speed that they're reading at, and great prosody, which is the emotion that they can put into their reading. And that would round out a great lesson on fluency.